opener. We're glitching, people. Oh man, I just want to get
you and your glitch.
Let's just get this conversation over with about the last podcast.
Oh, you're dying to get it out. Oh,
I'm also dying for a sip of water. I just had to turn the heater off. This hoodie really keeps the heat in. This beanie.
Oh. I thought you were covering up your cat bite.
No. It's a thing, No one else does it, so I figured I'd wear a beanie, right? It's never been done before on a podcast.
Never.
The new overlay is looking pretty sweet.
So get your glitch.
You're glitching,
out of
man.
the way.
Your face is frozen.
What?
Oh, wait, you moved. Oh. You're trying to pull a Drax on me. You pulled a Drax on me. Oh,
man. Yeah.
I'm about to get a cat probably jump up on my desk.
Okay, so talk about the glitch so you can get it out of the way.
So
stop whining about it.
I'm just gonna say it. I'm not gonna hold. What do they say? Pull any punches. I'm blaming Chinese technology for last week's glitching. This is a USB hub that plugs into the side of my MacBook Pro. It gives me additional USB ports and No, you're seeing the wrong camera, buddy. Yeah.
Oh, I am. Oh.
You're not seeing what the world sees.
Oh.
I mean, we're just in a private FaceTime video Skype thing.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No. Okay, so anyway, last week's podcast, all of my devices were going through this USB hub. My audio mixer, my capture card, and even my little wireless receiver for my mouse. And at the end of that podcast, after we were done, feeling good about ourselves, feeling like winners, just flat out, like we just conquered something. Like we just, I ain't even going to say, like prom night, whatever. And then I watched this video and I couldn't get through it personally. It was tough because of the audio glitching. And I know, you guys, we appreciate our viewership, but don't be afraid to drop honesty on us. And I mean, I know you don't think it bugs people. That kind of stuff bugs me. Just the technical glitch. I mean, everything else I thought was really solid for our first show. And I mean, we knew there'd be glitches, but we did a few practice runs, unlisted, private practice runs, and they all seemed to go pretty smooth. And then when we went, prime time, it was just like, Ukraine. I was like, what? What is happening?
No, it wasn't that bad.
Well, it felt that way for the 1 minute of it that I watched. Maybe I picked the bad minute.
No, it was throughout the whole thing.
Well, thanks for boosting up our average handle time. We need that for the algorithm. I should have been a little more supportive.
Yeah, you should have. I only watched it one time. But I mean, I was happy with it. It's our first one. We're learning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like since the pandemic started, I feel like it's kind of been leading up to that moment. Because I really got into watching podcasts during the pandemic. I mean, I think the whole world got into watching podcasts and a whole lot of streaming stuff.
Oh, for sure. Netflix got super popular. Not that it wasn't already popular, but it got
I heard they're
ridiculous.
raising their rates.
Really?
Need to fact check that.
I think they already did it. I think they already did it.
Everybody, yeah. You know what's funny is it seems like everybody was raising rates, but then Hulu did this thing where they're like, now we're just going to give you ESPN Plus and Disney Plus free.
Oh.
Did you get that deal?
Since we're here, let's talk about what streaming services we each contribute to. You go first.
Everyone.
Come on.
Everyone. I pay for
Discovery.
I just canceled it. But here, let me go through.
Peacock.
Yes.
Peacock. Wow.
Hulu is our live. That's where we watch our TV. Hulu Live. So, we got all the networks, and that's where we get our HBO. HBO is through Hulu. So we got all the channels on Hulu with like the HBO. And then, of course, that means that comes with Disney Plus. Now, we were getting Disney Plus before, so we get a $7.99 credit on our Hulu bill because now they include Disney Plus. But for whatever reason, they didn't just consolidate our accounts. Now they just give us a billing credit. So we still pay the separate Disney Plus. I guess we don't need to get into all that. Okay. Paramount Plus.
Come on now.
Peacock. Netflix, obviously. And then we get Amazon Prime Video because we're Prime members. Geez, I can't even. I was paying for AMC Plus, but then Walking Dead did this weird thing where they split the final season into 2 parts. So I paused that subscription. I canceled it, but I'll jump back on probably when all the Walking Dead episodes are done. For whatever reason, I wanted to watch those episodes as soon as possible, so I subscribed to AMC Plus like as soon as the season started. But now I'm just gonna wait till this next season's over and then just watch the whole thing in like one day. I guess they call that binging.
Yeah, that's a lot to watch.
12 episodes. Do that in like 3 hours. Watch it. No, I don't.
You fast forward through shows?
I just process it real quick.
Oh.
What else? I already said Paramount Plus because no.
Apple?
we
Apple
did it
Plus?
when it was free. Like when I got my iPhone, it was like free for the first year. But I didn't like, the only show that I was watching was C, the one with, where
Great show.
Momoa,
Jason.
Aquaman.
Yeah.
Aquaman.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but I never did pay for it. So once the year free went, and I think they even extended it another 6 months. But, shows were coming out kind of slow because of the pandemic. So I don't think.
Well, they got the morning show. They've got C. They've got morning show's phenomenal. You didn't even give it a chance. Yeah.
Is it in English?
It's great.
Well, I'm a big subtitled person. I'm a big fan of subtitle. That's what I'm watching right now, by the way, is a subtitled show. It's in Mandarin. It's not a new show either. It's from, the date says 2009. It's called Black and White. Yeah.
You talked about that.
It's got 26 episodes. It's only one season, but it's 26 episodes. So I'm just kind of going through it, taking my time.
If you're watching a subtitled show, do you have to watch it more than once each episode?
Well, here's the thing. Like if I go in the kitchen and I'm like making an omelet or something and I have my back to the TV, I have to pause it. Whereas like if it's an English show, you can just let it play and you can hear them, but if there's like conversation going on, I can't have my back to the TV. That's the price you pay to watch subtitled.
Oh, right. I don't watch them.
Did you ever watch Squid Game? Oh, okay.
No. Nope. Squid Game got like way too hyped. It wasn't my. It was just too big a deal, and I gave it like 5 minutes, and it just bored me from the get-go, so I didn't continue.
Do you watch any Asian shows?
Are you?
No. I'm curious because I watch a lot of Asian shows on Netflix.
I've watched a couple. If they're dubbed, then I'll watch it. And it's not like there was this one show that I watched and I loved it, where it was a game, and these 3 friends were put in this city with nobody in it, and they went to this building.
The Hunter.
And they got cell phones.
They were being hunted.
Is that what it is?
I know every Asian show. Yeah. I had actually watched that one.
That was a good show. So if it grabs me, if the little picture is pretty enough to grab my attention, then I'll watch it. And that's another thing with Squid Games. Pictures weren't pretty enough.
What do you consider a pretty picture? Like cleavage? Thumbnail?
No.
What do they say? Boobs in the thumbnail?
That doesn't hurt.
That's a thing. No,
yeah,
it doesn't.
Trust me, that doesn't hurt.
It's a
like
tactic.
That.
It's a tactic.
It doesn't have to be that for me. So for me to be interested in a show, I definitely like. Boobs don't bug me at all, but it's got to be something that's just piques an interest of some sort, like swords and knights and sci-fi kind of pictures usually.
Is there anything hot out right now that kind of checks those boxes for you? I feel like it's been a little slow with the sci-fi on some of the streaming channels. Like new stuff, I mean.
I don't know of anything right now. Right, no, I know. Yeah, nothing's checked that box for me. There's a couple of shows on Netflix.
Well, you said you liked the Adam Project.
What was it called? Yeah, that was very good. Here, let me.
While you're doing that, I'm
doing a search.
That's why I have Discovery Plus, is just for my Star Trek fix. I watch Discovery. Did I say Discovery Plus? I meant Paramount Plus. I was thinking of Discovery, the Star Trek series called Discovery, and then now there's season 2 of Picard, which is kind of weird. I'm not totally. I mean, I'm just a fan of Star Trek, so I'm watching it. But this whole Picard thing this season's kind of strange. The time travel stuff is always weird.
Okay.
No, the time travelers.
You didn't like that?
This season of Star Trek Picard, they're time traveling back to 2024.
I haven't seen it, so no spoilers. Come on now. Okay, here. So the shows that I've liked that are the recent. So I'm not a fan of The Witcher.
Season 2, season 2 I gave it a dislike. No. I did like season 1.
So, Ragnarok. Have you watched it?
First season, same thing. Second season, not enough action in the second season for me. I
haven't watched the second season yet. Okay, what about Shadowbone?
No.
You haven't watched it?
And
it's
Netflix?
A must-watch. Amazing.
Okay.
Yes. Cursed.
Is that foreign? Oh, then I haven't seen it.
No. Phenomenal show. Fate, the Winx Saga. That's guaranteed to come back with second season. Phenomenal. It's a little teeny bopperish, but I love the story.
I like I did
Sweet
watch
Tooth.
season 1.
Phenomenal.
And that's it so far, right? Season 1.
Uh,
Okay. 'Cause that just came out last year.
season 1. What about
Sabrina,
the
I
Sabrina
watched
series?
3.5 seasons of that. I just got sidetracked with something else, but yeah.
Phenomenal show.
I mean, that's much better than the I mean, yeah. That was a good one.
October
I feel like
Faction.
I've watched it, but I can't think of what it is.
The adopted kids. Well, not adopted. They were born special. They were taken shortly after birth, and lived in a family. So they're misfits, all under one roof, and they've all got a.
Oh, then maybe I haven't seen it. I might have to watch that. I like.
Oh wait, no. I'm thinking of the wrong one. October Faction is the. Oh man, I did that, didn't I? October Faction is. I'm thinking of
Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, Umbrella Academy. That's what I just described. October Faction is the.
The Umbrella
Secret
Academy
Agents.
was. I think they were weren't all those kids born like on the same day or something.
Yeah, they were born on the same day.
And that's another one where I thought season 1 was excellent, and then season 2, I had a hard time staying focused.
Yeah,
But
it was
Witcher
harder
season
to
2
do.
just fell off. I mean, Witcher season 2 was trash.
Okay, well that's good to know. And I'm a pretty big vampire fan, but the originals, one I'm not crazy about. Parts of it are good. Parts
So
of it are
that's a
pretty bad.
spin-off of Vampire Diaries, right? And then
Yes, but originals to me was better than Vampire
yeah,
Diaries.
but you know what I watch is Legacies.
Yeah,
It's just
Legacies
because
is
Hope,
good.
man, she's a talented person. She looks very
You think,
talented.
huh?
Yeah.
Here, let me finish my list real quick. The Letter for the King.
Is that a movie?
No, it's a
Okay.
it's a series.
Hey, did you ever watch The Bastard Executioner?
Oh, The Magicians.
That was good.
Yes, of course I did. Well, that was so stupid that it went away
Yeah,
so fast.
you know what's weird is like at the end of a season, and then you figure, okay, next year I'll catch season 2, but when it never happens, when season 2 doesn't happen, you just kind of forget about it, and then like 3 or 4 years later, you see it playing like on, like some rerun somewhere, and you're like, whatever happened to that show? It was awesome.
Well, I knew it was canceled right away.
You watch the cancellation reports, huh?
So as soon as I found it, I looked into it, and it was shortly after it was released.
Yeah.
They knew right away.
They
Because I
canceled it
loved
because
it
of
so
you.
much.
They're like, this
Yeah.
racist Joey, man, hates the Asians.
Yeah.
I was going to correct you earlier, though,
Hey,
because
whoa.
I saw somewhere that Asians
like
are
the
considered
Asians.
white now, so I guess yeah.
What? How dare they? No, I'm kidding. I've never heard anything of that sort.
Fact check. Someone
Such
fact
a weird
check.
thing.
We need a third person to do fact checking for our Hollywood gossip. Oh, you know what? I want to try something. Probably going to get us flagged for copyright, but I want to show. You're going to be able to hear it. You're not going to be able to see it until you watch this video, but I want to show from YouTube the trailer for Nick Cage's new movie. It has a 100% Rotten Tomato score, and the trailer cracks me up.
No
It
way.
looks so funny. I am going to see this movie.
For a second to it. But
All right,
don't
here we
put
go.
much in it.
Here we go.
Don't play the whole thing.
I'm going to try to figure this out. I'm trying to figure it out now. Nicolas Cage, Unbearable Weight. So the name of the movie is The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. So you'll be able to hear it. So here we go. Let's audience, here we go.
I'm Nick Friggin! Okay!
What's the worry here, Nick? You've lost some of your talent as an actor?
No. What did he say?
He says he loves you, but he went in a different direction.
I'm done. I'm quitting acting.
Ah, man, I'm driving through the hills. I'm sorry. One more time.
We got another offer. It's $1 million. It's to
Okay,
attend
stop
a
that.
wealthy gentleman's birthday party.
The guy that owns this house, what's his
Okay,
name?
I want to see it now. That's enough.
This you got to watch this trailer. Go watch this trailer. And
I will. I will.
audience members, watch this Nick Cage trailer. It's called The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Every time I watch it, I've seen the trailer like 10
Did you
times.
see
I
what your
crack
wife
up
put in
every
the-
time.
And then, did you see what your wife put in the chat?
No.
You put. It sounds like we're describing X-Men, and she also said
Okay.
True Blood.
Yeah, she watches she's a fan of the Vampire the Vampire
Me too. That's like if I can find a vampire show that I like, that's number
What
one.
about vampire movies? Did you get into Twilight?
Loved him.
For a while, I thought that the final Breaking Dawn Part 2, for a while that was like my favorite movie.
Good movie.
That battle scene was
Phenomenal.
just intense.
Yeah. Well, all the battles. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good movie. Yeah. Also the what was that? Oh, what was it called? There was an 80s TV series that was phenomenal.
Oh. What channel was it on?
It was like a CW style channel, an off channel. So it was about
Buffy?
the brouhaha and the. No, I loved Buffy. but-
Angel.
Angel, loved Angel. No, it was. Now I gotta look it up. Here we go. Let me look it up.
I need that Jeopardy music.
Dun, 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 dun.
By the way, if you haven't already smashed that like button, you know what to do.
Yeah.
What are you learning? You're learning something?
I'm looking. Hemlock Grove was decent.
Hemlock Grove. I don't think I ever.
Kindred, the Embraced.
It sounds like something Yoda would say.
It was 96.
80s.
I was wrong on the year. No way. There's certain.
Ooh,
It was 80s. Did you like Shadow Hunters?
That was a movie, right? Then no, I
No,
didn't like
TV
it.
show.
I didn't hate it either, though. I didn't see it.
Did you not see it?
It probably came on the same time as Star Trek, The Next Generation. We didn't have TiVo back then.
Wow, Buffy the Vampire Slayer is the most watched vampire show
I
ever.
believe it.
And Angel's in there too. Then the Vampire Diaries. That doesn't sound right because Vampire Diaries ran longer.
Well, you know, Nina Dobrev Nina Dobrev
This might be off.
had a lot of
This is just a random site.
fans. I'm probably saying her name wrong.
It's a random
it's
site.
like
It
some
could be
fake
wrong.
news site.
Yeah, it could be.
What are you wearing an ASU t-shirt right now? Oh, okay.
No.
Pick up the merch, people.
Lucifer. This is my Twitch. It's my Twitch.
You can get that merch
Gaming
down.
name.
We'll add a link to the merch down in the descriptions.
Yeah,
No?
I don't think this will be. I mean, people have bought quite a few of these shirts over
Okay.
the couple of years. Yeah. Well, not quite a few. I think I've sold like 18 of them. That's not quite a few. That's 18 though. It's cool. All time.
Proceeds go to Joey's college fund.
Yeah, I sold somewhere close to 10 mugs. I never really pushed merchandise.
It's yeah, it's tough because it takes a while for merch to catch on. And
I mean, I like designing it. It's fun for me. I'm an artist. I like doing that kind of stuff. I mean, I had
Yeah.
fatboys.co for a while. I sold a ton of those shirts. I sold, well, a ton. Like, let's be realistic. Selling like 150 shirts is a ton to me. So, but I sold out, so that was cool. Did you ever get a Fat
think
Boys
so.
shirt? It was the circle one.
got one from my brother.
Oh, you got one for him?
No, I think he
Wonder
printed
if you
one
ever
for
wore
me.
it. Oh, he
A
did.
bootleg.
Yeah, that was my writing.
Bootleg?
Do you remember that?
Riding
Bootleg.
where? With the club? Were you in Revolution? Are you still a member?
What do you?
Did you
What kind
get
of question is
depatched? Did they take your patch back? Do they really?
Yeah, they take it back. Well, they cut. No, you cut it off. I mean, I've still got the parts somewhere. They kept the
Wow.
back patch.
So you can't just have an honorary memory of that memorabilia? Is that
I
a
kept my
tradition in any
bootleg
bike
and-
club? You hand in your patch? Wow, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I hand it in when you leave.
Well, good thing you weren't part of Sam Crow.
Right.
Don't they peel your
You know,
They peel
I've
your
got a
back
story
skin
about
off,
Sam
right?
Crow, though. I've got a story about Sam Crow, though. So a lot of the guys that were extras were in the Arizona
Oh.
area for that show.
Okay.
And most of the guys that were extras were in
Right.
MCs. And me just being me, I was at Bike Week in Arizona. And some of the Sons of Anarchy guys were there.
The extras.
And I was, well, yeah, but they're actual, some of them were, more than just extras. I mean, I don't even remember who it was. That's how big a part they played, because it wasn't big enough to even say it was, such and such. And I was making fun of him for how weak he looked on the TV show, and he got all mad at me. So, yeah. But I was just saying what it portrayed to me as. Yeah, he wanted me to leave.
Making friends.
Yep. I forget, it was Andrew that was there with me. Andrew Ennis. Maybe he remembers more about it.
He was sober.
What are you talking about? Andrew doesn't drink, or I don't think he
Oh,
drinks
I
at
had
all.
him mixed up with Bobby Lee.
Yeah, let's not talk about him yet. Let's wait till we're further in our careers to bring
Until
that up.
he's a guest on the show. We can do a
Yeah, okay.
3-way split screen.
But no more.
You
he doesn't
never
even
know.
remember
You never
who I
know.
am, so it doesn't matter.
Some people have good memories.
Yeah, maybe. Drug
Yeah,
addict
but
with
he's
good
of
memories.
Asian
You're
descent.
funny.
We have good memories.
Oh, is that what that is?
We're good
Yeah,
at
he's
math
Korean.
too.
Wait, I'm not Asian. I'm good at math.
You never know.
2 + 2 is 4. You know, my father was a mathematician.
What does a mathematician do?
What they get a degree in. They do. What was that movie with
Ben Affleck? Matt Damon.
and what's his name? No, the Matt Damon
Yeah.
movie where he's a math genius.
How you like them
Yeah, they do
apples?
equations like the ones on the. Yeah, I don't remember that, but it was
Was
very
that
funny. Yeah,
I actually can't remember the name of that movie.
I don't
Was it
remember.
Good Will Hunting?
I don't.
I don't remember the name.
Maybe. Yeah, that might be it. But yeah, he did stuff like that. And I don't understand it, but he is on the wall at Tufts University, which they talk about being on the wall in that movie too. But he's on the wall for solving 1 + 1 = 0. I don't get it. So don't even ask.
Sounds
me to explain.
woke. Sounds woke.
It really is. Yeah, it's special. But yeah, that's but he was a mathematician, and I think I learned quite a bit from him because math was always, out of all the subjects, that was the one that I was best at. What were you best at in school?
Math. But it didn't kick in until like
Oh, okay.
I was a junior.
College?
Yeah.
Oh, high school.
I remember struggling with in 9th grade. I think I was taking algebra. That was hard. Geometry, I found, like, for whatever reason, geometry I found super difficult. But then when I got into 11th grade, I was taking like advanced math, algebra 2 or something. And for whatever reason it clicked. It just got real easy.
Right.
And then in senior year, what was I taking? Like calculus or something? I mean, it was just boom, nothing, like a breeze. Trig. Oh, it was Trig.
I went to a boarding school that did special schooling, so I had graduated early compared to when I was supposed to graduate.
That explains things.
Nothing special for. It wasn't. It was just sped up. It wasn't like I was taking advanced courses and it wasn't any of that. It was just a sped up. It was boarding school where we had school. That
Like
was
you didn't
sped
take summer vacation or
up.
something?
Yeah, we did take summer vacation, but we could. So we had a teacher. It was a boarding school of like 20 kids. It wasn't a big boarding
Sounds
school.
like a nursery.
It was different. It was for kids that got in trouble.
I remember that place.
Yeah. So
Mountain Vista on
just
Stapley.
The backfill. Yeah. I don't remember that. Is that like the insane asylum?
No, it was a school for gifted children.
Oh,
Yeah.
bad gifted.
Good at causing problems.
Okay. Yeah. Well, so the boarding school I had, like, the producer for TriStar Films, his son was there. All these rich kids, like the ambassador to Belgium for the United States, his kid was there. Seattle Seahawks offensive coordinator's kid was there. Neil Diamond's kid was there. Kyle Diamond. I mean, there was lots of
Everyone around
like
the world. Oh, we just got
I was like the poor
copyrighted.
kid there. Everybody
We
there
just got
was rich
flagged
outside
for
of my family.
copyright because I sang one bar of America.
No, we didn't. How do you know that?
We'll see.
Are you joking?
That's
You're
okay.
gonna hurt my feelings.
Hey, if we get flagged for copyright, then that means we did something.
Yeah, so this is at the age of 15 where I'm at this boarding school. So you got to imagine if I was already a troubled kid. I mean, I tried tons of drugs, drank a ton. I mean, I was bad off before the age of 15.
Wow.
Yeah. So 16 is when I got
Man.
clean and sober the first time.
You got a head start on things.
Had to. If you live in a beach community and you don't have kids your age, you're hanging out with kids that are older than you, that's what happens. You do what the kids you're hanging out with do. So I was just trying to fit in, be cool. I felt like I'd never fit in. I was that kid. That I was different. Outside of baseball, because baseball was my life until I started getting in trouble. But even in baseball, I was chubbier than other kids.
What
even though
position?
I played the sport really well. I was a catcher,
Okay.
first baseman. But I mean, my thing was I hit more home runs than most people around me. I was known for, my nickname was Earthquake because I'd slide into bases and take people out. But I was known for hitting more home runs than anybody else. So that was my thing, baseball, until I started using.
So were you playing baseball in high school, like on the high school teams?
I did. Well, but I got in trouble. So that's where I really started getting in trouble. So I played, but I was constantly getting bad grades. I was just, nothing was working for me in life at high school time. Nothing.
It's
that
a
noise?
motion sensor.
Wow. You got motion,
There's
huh?
motion somewhere. So what happened? Why? Why were you getting into trouble? Were you hanging out with the wrong crowd?
I mean, well, kind of like I explained, you know, the neighborhood I lived in, there was, you know, one kid down the street that his parents were divorced, so he was only there part-time. He was my age. There was one other kid in the neighborhood that was half my age.
So
And
he was
then-
7?
Whatever. I mean, he was young. So he wasn't a choice.
You guys were like the Bad News Bears.
And then there it was. And then there was an older kid that just all he did was party and, you know, do drugs. But he was kind of cool to me. He had long hair. He had a Toyota pickup. I mean, this is in the 80s when, you know, the smaller Toyota
And he made his
pickups were pretty
girlfriend
cool.
flash you. And you're like, he's so cool. Yeah, see?
That did happen.
I know
Yeah.
how it goes.
Yep. So he was really cool to me. And so I had to follow that path a little, and I did. A lot. I
I had a cousin like that. I mean, I still do. He's still my cousin. But when I was, when I was like 13, he was probably 21. And man, if you're watching, Terry, I looked up to you, man. You were a cool ass cousin. He had like a souped up Chevelle or something. He was telling me how it had Positrack and all this stuff that I had no idea what he's talking about. But
But it
yeah,
sounded
instead of
cool.
stopping at stoplights, because we lived out in the country, he would just turn off his headlights and we would just run right through stop signs. So, yep, no one's coming. Yeah. So I had.
Yep. So yeah, I went through that. I mean, tons of drugs and drinking, and then quit school. Tried to go to night school for a little while. Met another. Now I met a friend that was my age, but he was interested in doing the same stuff I was into. Total glam rocker. Took 2.5, 3 hours to get ready to go
Bobby.
out. We went out cruising the boulevard. What?
Bobby.
No, dude.
I'm just messing with you.
So that came later. But this was my first experience with women and all that.
We got to change the rating on this video.
I always got the leftovers. I
I
thought it was adult.
I didn't restrict
It was
it.
adult? Come on.
I mean, it's not going to show up on YouTube Kids, but
Ah,
yeah, I'm sure.
you
I
sure?
I checked the box
Okay.
not made for kids. But the last video we did, I checked the
okay.
box that said 18 and over. This one, I just left it checked. Anybody can watch it. I mean,
sure
you
you'll
haven't
find
said
that.
anything too inappropriate yet.
No, not yet. So from there, all life was, and I snuck in his aunt and uncle's house. He was living with his aunt and uncles, and I snuck lived there. For
What, in like a
6
closet?
months. Sometimes I slept in the closet, but he would lock his door, so we were usually pretty fine. And they worked every day during the week, and then I hung out. We hung out over the weekends, so it worked out for quite a while until they figured it out. But at one point, this kid was a friend of mine, because I played a lot of pool back then. A friend of mine that I played pool with was robbing all my neighbors, and I wasn't going to tell them. I wasn't going to snitch on them, but the police came to my parents' house, and they thought it was me doing all the stealing. And so they said, you either go to boarding school, or
Did you ever snitch?
we're done with you forever. No,
Good answer.
just now. But I didn't say his
Well,
name.
statute of limitations. You can snitch now.
Yeah, it's a long time ago. But so I decided to go to boarding school. Cool thing was, like, at boarding school, as soon as I got there, like the first day that I get there, we go skiing. It was up in Lake Arrowhead. So first day I'm there, we go skiing. I was like, this is nice. And then they bought cigarettes for us. I mean, I was underage, but they still bought cigarettes for us. We were allowed to smoke on campus. It
Yeah,
was
like early
cool.
90s, man. It was cool to smoke. It was like the thing to do.
It was. That was mid 80s, just so you know.
I was trying to play your age a little
yeah.
younger.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I look it, right? I look it, don't I? Yeah. So anyhow, let's get on to something more interesting.
Now,
It can't
you
be
know,
that interesting.
I was going to bring up something. Let me look at my browser history because okay, so I talked about the Nick Cage 100% on the Rotten Tomatoes. Well, I mean, what's going on in tech? Like, do you with your job? Do you come across like tech news very often?
No. So I don't know how much of this I should.
Oh,
talk
did you have
about.
to sign an end? If you,
Let's not even say a name.
Okay.
We just won't say the name. Okay. But I work for a large tech company that deals with. They sell like email, web, small business web presence products, and I work in a division that deals with. So people sell on Amazon, Etsy, eBay, Google, and the part of the business that I work in is we help inventory management for people selling to those places. So the only thing that I learn is stuff that sells well on Amazon and that kind of stuff. That's all I see day in and day out.
But that's pretty cutting edge stuff. I mean,
so I'm not. Oh, it's
how all that
amazing.
works.
Yeah, if
Let me unplug this motion sensor.
Yeah,
It's bugging me too much.
Oh, okay, do it. I wish we could go to an ad right now and say, "Hey, our sponsor," but we don't have a sponsor yet. Maybe
All
soon.
right, no more motion sensor.
Oh, there we go. So yeah, so I don't learn a lot about tech except for marketplace type merchant information, which is, I mean, it's the wave of the future. So
How big is your team that you work with?
pretty interesting. There's like
And everybody works at
8
home.
of
Are
us.
you guys are all spread out across the
we
country?
just incorporated. Yeah.
Okay.
There's 11 of us now. I
Have
think
you
that's
met them
right.
all
I might
face to
be off
face?
one or two, but
Have you guys ever had
No.
a face to face meeting? Okay.
yeah, I know my boss. I've met 2 of them in person.
I wonder how many of our viewers actually have to go into the office anymore.
That'd be interesting. I wouldn't mind hearing
Because
some
I don't-
comments about that. Like, I would legitimately like to know how many people still go into a workplace. I know you haven't for a decade, maybe more. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean my office on my employee
in your
profile at my current job since 2008, my workplace has been this room. Did you see that? That's a Squid Game poster right there, by the way. Yeah, see that one right there?
Oh, it is?
Cobra
Ew.
Kai.
I love Cobra Kai. Love it.
Posters were like $7 on Amazon.
What do I?
Nice little decor.
You got those fancy
Yeah,
brackets
but
to
they're
hang
not
'em
so
up.
fancy. They're
When
like
you're
$2.
going all out. Yeah, you went
You
all
know
out.
me.
I just
You know
thumbtack
me,
it.
just making it rain on everyone.
I am. So next week, I'm going to have a Batman symbol behind me instead of the shelves.
I'm gonna put you on full
It'll be
screen.
lit up.
There you go.
Oh no! What? Yeah, so it'll be right there, where the shelf is.
Okay.
Moving that over that way, and it's going to have. So I 3D printed it, so it'll be a cool Batman symbol. I'll probably move the pirates around, but I'm going to make it a little more. Yeah, to me, the shelf
Cool.
is just ugly. Yeah. So yeah, that'll be cool. So I 3D printed that. So yeah, more technology I think is like learning 3D printing. I mean, my biggest things that I do are anything design-wise, graphic design, digital. I'm teaching myself 3D modeling for 3D printing. I've taught myself so many things outside of Photoshop, which I went to school for.
I find 3D printing is very cutting edge. Very fascinating to me.
It is. I think it's pretty interesting. It's scary too. I don't want anything to break.
Has anybody commented that we're glitching tonight?
No. You think we are?
Oh, are
I'd
you
hear it if
listening?
we were.
Well, I mean,
I can hear you.
on the stream. Oh, you heard it
I heard you
glitching?
last time.
And you didn't warn
I
me?
heard you when you were glitching. Oh yeah. Nah, I thought it was funny. It just made me look really good. Yeah. I looked like I knew what I was doing.
Nick Cage, man,
not funny?
that's what's funny. That movie where he makes fun of himself. That's going to be hilarious. And I like
Yeah,
Nick
I agree.
Cage.
That's gonna
I
be-
mean, he just seems like a cool dude. I feel like his movies are good. I
Really?
mean, he's not an Oscar,
never
but
been a
I
huge
mean,
fan.
Gone in 60 Seconds.
That
Con
movie's
Air?
different. That is different.
You didn't like Con Air?
Nah. Yeah. Gone in 60 Seconds, probably is my favorite movie.
What about
he's ever
Snake
done.
Eyes? You didn't like that one, huh? With the boxer, the boxing thing.
Nope.
I don't know.
What else you got?
I don't know. I just think of those. Face Off with Travolta.
Horrible.
I can't remember that one.
It's horrible. Yeah, back me up. Anybody that watches, leave a comment on the Nick Cage movie that you liked best, if there's even one that you liked best. And I'm going to venture to say that most people
Or
should
Face
say
Off.
Gone in 60 Seconds.
You'd be no, wait. You know what most people will say? I bet is Con Air. Yeah, just because of
Really?
I don't know the theme of Con Air.
Ghost Rider.
Although I did like, I mean, Gone in 60 Seconds was probably the most well-produced one.
Yeah, it was very well done.
More Hollywood.
Not Ghost
Yeah, he was Ghost Rider.
What was it?
I honestly didn't
was it
watch
Ghost
any
Rider?
of
Okay.
the Ghost Riders.
Oh, it was horrible.
Maybe that's why I don't remember any of his bad movies, because I never watched them.
Yeah, because
Horbs.
they're horrible. Oh, you know what? He did a movie recently, and I thought it was actually pretty phenomenal. Where he was lived out in the woods, and he was a chef.
Okay, because it's not ringing
I'll
a
get the
bell,
name of
but
it for next week. I'll get it because we've only got like 2 minutes. I'll get the name for next week. A phenomenal movie, and he did incredible. So I got to take that back. Yeah, I was pretty impressed. He is Pig. It's called
Pig,
Pig.
I didn't see that. I'll have to watch it. And that's just a modern day movie where he lives out in the country or something?
Yeah, let me look.
While he's looking, hit that subscribe button, by the way. Notification bell. Because
Please,
we
yeah.
may go on out of the blue one day, and you don't want to miss that. I mean, you want to see it when it's happening. Leave the comments while we're going. You could steer our conversation based on your comments while we're live. We care. We care.
But maybe not. No, I don't care about comments.
Yeah, that's just what people say, though.
Do you?
No, we do care about comments.
Oh, and then just ignore it.
Yeah.
Oh, I want them. Yeah.
The algorithm,
Tons.
man.
I just might not read it.
You read them.
I did. I couldn't
Okay.
resist. It's called Pig. I really liked it. Yep. Yeah, I think we're. Any last words?
No, so I'm kind of done with March Madness. Arizona lost last night. That was the only thing that was really
bummer.
keeping me interested.
Sorry.
I mean, you always want your team to win, but they were lousy this year. They've been lousy for a long time. Hate to admit that. But we got this pool. I mean, it's been raining all week. These guys haven't been able to finish the pool. So
Bummer.
we still got all the
forgot all
gravel
about
poured
that.
around it. They just need to pour the concrete, but they can't do it when it's raining for whatever reason. I don't know.
Right. How many more days do they have where they need
I
it
don't
to
know.
be dry?
They could probably just come out and wrap it up in like a day and a half.
Okay.
They just need good weather.
Because I'm not coming over till
I
it's done.
agree.
Yep. I'm putting my foot down. Yeah, so I'll have my Batman next week. That's my wrap up. And if people do have questions that they want us to do next week, put them in the comments this week. Put them down below. And we'll have a little time frame where we go over those questions. Ask about me. You can ask anything you want about me.
There you go.
I don't know if Tommy's open to that, but I am.
Maybe. Depends on the question. Depends on the question.
So that means no. Maybe no. Maybe yeah.
Because you know we
Depends.
got to be
That's a no.
careful in this day and age.
So if it's going to break YouTube rules, obviously I'm not going to go there. But yeah, I'm pretty open.
10-4.
Pretty easy.
Hopefully this no outro.
We don't have an outro yet.
But if we're not glitching, I'll be very ecstatic.
We're not. Just stop.
All right, I'm
already.
hitting stop. Thanks for tuning in.
Yep, stop. Love
Peace
you.
out. Watch Squid Game.